Gotta find a movie to review. I go down here in my little library. Little library of movies down here to review. No. Blockbuster bullshit. Don't want that. Okay, we definitely don't review this shit. Here we go. Hellraiser 3. Hell on Earth. That's what basically this movie is. It might as well be Hell on Earth. Ugh. So here we go. Fucking Hellraiser. Bullshit. A couple of them are good. Great concept, but gets killed by bad acting and bad directing and all that other shit. Okay. So the film is called Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. It was made in 1990. Can't see. God, the light. Turn on, you piece of shit. There we go. (1992), same year a friend of mine was born. This movie sucks. But it doesn't suck as much as some of the later sequels. This is the second sequel. There were 3 made when this came out. Clive Barker still put his name on it. That's a plus, I guess. Because after he stopped putting his name on them, they really started to suck. So basically, this film centers around the puzzle box, which is the gateway to hell, is discovered in some building that was built at the end of the second one, and some douchebag nightclub owner finds a statue of Pinhead, which is a pretty stupid concept. But anyway, I guess he has a thing for art for whatever reason, so he has to sacrifice people to the statue. If he sacrifices enough people to the statue, Pinhead will come to life and I guess thank him. I guess he thinks confetti will shoot and strippers will appear or some shit like that. So anyway, then there's this gal who, for more or less, is basically just a stock character. We need a female lead, of course, because females always survive horror movies. Got that female empowerment bullshit going on. She has a roommate who is weird, eccentric, and wishes she could dream. So guess what? She's gonna end up being one of the bad people. No surprise there. I don't care about giving away the plot to this movie because it kind of sucks, but there are some cool moments. Namely, Pinhead's crew. When Pinhead comes to life, oh my god, it's Pinhead again, and he's going to start talking with his British voice. And it's going to take over the screen for a little while until we get more plot and flashbacks. Actually, there aren't many flashbacks this time, if I remember correctly. There's flashbacks in Hellraiser 2. I'll review that one pretty soon. That one was really bad. So long story short, there's not much of a plot here. The gal ends up having a thing with the douchebag guy who ends up getting killed by the statue because the gal's roommate tricked him into going near the statue because I guess she had to deal with Pinhead or something. Hey, this guy's been working for us, so let's kill him. What a great idea. That's what this plot's saying. So anyway, he slams 2 pistons through the guy's head, which is a pretty stupid idea. I have absolutely no idea what... Hey, you know what would make this great? Let's put pistons through his head. Yeah! And anyway, he later becomes a minion for Pinhead, and he's got the pistons going up and down in his head. Makes him look like he's having some kind of a... Look like he's having some kind of seizure or something. Not my favorite moment of the film. Then we get more plot development. We get the gal who tried to dream turned into some kind of a dreamer gal. She like some kind of minion for Pinhead. No surprise, Pinhead tricked her. Oh no, now she's one of them. So anyway, she turns against the gal, our lead, and a couple more characters. The douchebag owns a nightclub and it gets trashed. Pinhead destroys everything in it and all the people, which kind of makes no sense, but I guess he's Pinhead, so nothing has to make sense because it's Hell's laws. And a couple of them get turned into minions with their own special abilities. One of the gal's friends, who's a cameraman, gets a camera put in his eye, and then he becomes a pretty cool, they call him Cenobites. He becomes a pretty cool Cenobite. Unfortunately, though, he's a bit bland, and he says a lot of terrible one-liners. Ready for your close-up, Joey? Yeah, her name's Joey. But he's got some terrible one-liners. But towards the end of the film, Pinhead becomes a wisecracking, out-of-character smartass who shows up at a church, and then he mimics the cross, and he says, "I am the way," and it goes bizarre. It's like the director had a moment of head trauma, and so he decided, what was I doing before I was making this film? Okay, let's have him do this scene. This'll be great. So it's completely out of character. He's usually smart and mature and intelligent, but here he's not smart, mature, and intelligent. He's just being an asshole and sticks his blood in the guy's mouth, which is nothing gay about that. Anyway, the gal solves the puzzle box, Joey does, and sends all of them back to hell. The end. No real plot, just a gal trying to survive this crazy guy. And his minions, who all wear leather, of course. Like all the rest of them do. They wear this black leather. Because I guess it's so stylish and chic, or it's supposed to be bondage gear, I guess. Which makes it kind of hilarious. But this is not the best one. This is in 1992. It doesn't feel as dated as it is. They have CDs, which is kind of surprising. I thought they still had Laserdisc and cassette, but I guess they had CDs by then. So it doesn't feel quite as dated as it really is. I mean, it's 22 years old. The special effects they're decent. They're definitely not A budget, but they're not even B budget. They're somewhere in between. They're like B plus, A minus. No, I wouldn't say A minus, B plus at most. Pinhead's acting is alright until he has to do the scenes where he becomes a smartass, in which case the actor Doug Bradley seems like he's trying to take this seriously, but he just can't, and I don't blame him. So that's that. The acting from most of the others, douchebag guy is douchebag, no surprise. Dreamer gal is methodical. I can dream now, Joey. The acting is hit or miss. Some of the guys don't do that good, and some of the others do. Thankfully, some of the ones who can't act don't have much speaking. They don't have much dialogue, thank God. When someone can't act, they just cut out the dialogue and make them a non-speaking character. Out of 5 hellish stars, I give this one 2. 2.5. Because it's not that bad. It's not great. It could be better. Could be worse. It's not as good as the fourth one, in my opinion. I'll get to that review pretty soon. But it's definitely better than the second one and a lot of the other piece of shit sequels that were released straight to DVD so some asshole could buy them for like $1. Thank you. Oh, and Pinhead still wants your soul because they had to put a snazzy cover on to attract people to buy it.